It be right. Alright. I'm yep. I'm here today performing for you. If you know the words, you can join in too. I do that like far too frequently for someone who's never played Donkey Kong 64. I'm here. I'm a little bit but other than that, I'm here to play this. I've got a lot of Silver Lions to recoup. Hi Sporty, I ain't got my chat open. How's it going, Sporty? I just noticed, give me a sec. I can still see chat, but I'm seeing it through the stream, so give me a sec. There we go. So fucking tiny. Looking mighty moldy today, keep it up. Don't worry, I will. I'm a moldy boy. I am a moldy fellow. I feel moldy as well. I got an air of just about me. You're tired. Were you up all night raving? Did you go to an illegal rave in an abandoned factory? I slept for like the perfect amount of time last night. I went to bed at like 2:30, so like somewhere between 2:30 and 3, I think. So like I didn't go to bed, at an efficient time, but I woke up at like 10. So I've had enough sleep. I've had 8 hours of sleep. I just woke up with a horrible headache. I think I might have something wrong with me. Would I perhaps consider listening to a Sporty album? No. Well, I've been meaning to. So I've been busy. You might be surprised to hear that I've been busy, but I know that you mash songs up, and the algorithms still don't like it. Even if you mash them up. And Twitch might get angry at me if I play music that's owned by someone else. I know it's unlikely, but it's also a risk I don't want to take. But I have been meaning to. That's not what it'd be. Genuine album. I don't know. Are you gonna go after me for copyright? I'm gonna start playing just to keep my mind occupied. I assume you wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't mind listening to it personally. I might not listen to the entire thing. I get distracted easily. But I don't know. Are you I'll be honest. You sent me a song a long time ago, and I never listened to it. I always forget, because what happens is I say something. It happens like halfway through the stream. It'll come up halfway through the stream like, "Hey, do you want to see this?" And I go, "Yeah, all right, send it me." And then I never will, because I won't get to it until the end. I'll just forget that it was something I wanted to do. Hi Maya, changed your color. I think that one isn't a shock bug in a gimp mask. No, why? Why was it? Do you think that's what it was? Hi Salty, it's me. The Brits have arrived. Shall you send a preview of one? Yeah, I'll play a preview of one. I think I don't know if I've got everything set up to play it, but I'll see. You can I'll see what it's like, but no promises that I will like it or have anything nice to say about it. Not in a mean way, just in a I'm not very good at talk. I'm not, you know, very good. Hi zombie, it's me. Currently being dead. Ah. How's it going? How's it going, Maya and Salty? How are you two? I'm sorry, I'm a little bit slow today. I woke up with a horrible headache, and I've been working on the case opening video, and it's not going well, and I don't like any of it, and I want to just delete the whole thing. You can't see that, can you now? I what am I looking for? I forgot what I was doing. I'll just put that. I'll leave that alone. I was looking. Sorry, I got distracted. I opened up Discord for a second, and the fear of God just came into me. You've blasted the friendly 86 with R60s. That's just fucking unfortunate, sorry. But you know what? You can just shout fog of war, and you can get away with it because everyone just kind of goes, "Oh, okay, it was the fog." You know, you never know what's going to be going on. Hold up slightly. I've turned the game up a little bit. If it's too loud or quiet, let me know. Because I've turned it up for myself. I turned it up for myself, but I can't really turn it up only on my headphones. I can either turn it up or turn my headphones up. There's nothing really in between. I've got Freebird playing. You got data done before the event task resets and A grinding for the star. That sounds unfortunate. I assume that's unfortunate because it means that you know, you get less points, maybe? I don't know. I mentioned it a couple of times now that I haven't grinded. I haven't got no, I've gotten 1 star. I didn't go any further. I've gotten no more than 1 because I just kind of haven't cared. I assume that the tier 1 reward isn't that bad because it seems alright. But I just don't think I care enough to grind for it, you know what I mean? If I get, like, really close, I might consider it. If I get really close, I might consider it, but I haven't really got any incentive to, you know what I mean? It's a problem because now you have to play more War Thunder than the absolute minimum. And then don't play any at all. Just stop playing. You're not contractually obligated to play this game, unless you are a War Thunder YouTuber who's signed an exclusivity deal. Are you Fly? I think that's probably in it. You're probably Fly. You're forced to play the game and you're hating it. There is no way that Fly Daily still likes this game. Shit. I'm not. I'm just gonna. I'll find a new one. I'm seeing if I can use some more of my premium vehicles today to try and recuperate some of my losses. What the fuck does that say, zombie? I'm a German. That's how I talk to people who are German. Yeah, I'm a German. you gotta be classy. That doesn't help anything. MC Gergen doesn't change or help at all with what you have said. I've McDonald. Delicious. Professor McDonaldon. My favourite character from Harry Potter. She goes around and casts Hambago. Your DM on that guy. Call a ambulance. He's having a stroke. I think I could have a stroke. I think I could have a stroke one day and not notice. You know how that is a thing that can happen. You can have like little mini strokes or heart attacks and kind of just shrug it off. You can just sort of like grit your teeth and make you like bear through it. I think that's the sort of thing that might happen to me, is that I might just one day have like a mini heart attack or stroke and just not notice it. I kind of want McDonald's. I haven't, you know, speaking of having a stroke, I haven't had McDonald's in a while. There was a time where I was having it like every other week because I discovered that I could order it, and so I was just eating, you know, like 40 chicken nuggets a month. And I loved that. I had a great time, you know. Luckily, with it being like through Uber Eats or whatever, I never got the same delivery driver twice, and so I never felt weird. The thing with like ordering from Domino's is because they deliver themselves, you end up in a situation where you get the same driver over and over again, and you start to feel a little bit, you know, a bit weird. A bit kind of like, you know me a little bit too well now. You've seen that I've ordered the same thing every week for the past 6 weeks. Alright, take out this little MP3. I assume he's spotted me, which is disconcerting, because, is he on the move? No, he isn't. He's just kind of loitering. Oh, no, someone's found him. That's good, good, good. Don't expect loads because it's not completely finished, but it won't just sound like shit. Okay. Give me a moment. Okay, there we go. That's him done. He's been done. Oh, for goodness sake, don't get caught on the bloody wall. Good, go, 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 go. Yoink. I don't think I needed to yoink that, but I will. I'm a petty thief. Last friendly MiG-15 again. It's only a MiG-15. There's plenty of them. Well, you know, you lose one or two of them, we'll be you won't miss them. Nah, I went on a little walk yesterday. Yeah, started tracking a horse. Like I was a little like huntsman making my way through the woods. Saw a horse in the distance, and I was like, "There's a horse over there." I hope that our paths don't converge, because as much as I do like horses, I am a certified fan of horses. They do scare me. I don't really like walking past them because, well, they're mischievous creatures. But to be fair, I don't really like. I don't really want an animal that can be as heavy as a ton, getting up to a little bit of tomfoolery. You know what I mean? You know, you get like a mischievous cat, and it's like, oh, that's cute. It's like knocking glasses off the table or whatever. But like when it's a horse being a little bit, getting up to some japery, it's like, I don't know what it's gonna do. Like it could rip my head off and laugh about it. I've seen one of those eat an entire chicken. But it was a baby chicken. Either way, I've seen it just eat it. I've seen it like almost scalp a woman just for the fun of it. So I don't really like walking next to him because you never know what a horse is gonna do. And so I was tracking it around. I was making sure that I never crossed paths with it. And I felt like a true survivalist. I wasn't very good at tracking it though, because every time that I went, oh, it's probably gone over there, it actually hadn't. I was looking at horse footprints, and I was like, if I was a horse, where would I be? I think I'm gonna go live out on the plains. If it's shit, be honest. How's this gonna go? Give me a sec. I have to wait for it to get good. That's... Sure. Give me a sec. Pause the JoJo music. Alright, so... That is something that I was gonna, you know, I was gonna ask Sporty is, why'd you wait? Okay, so this here is Sporty's music, I think. There you go. I think you can hear it. Probably. I can hear it. I'm not very good at reviewing things, so I'm just listening to it. It's very atmospheric. Okay, there we go. That's the reviewing word. I feel like I'm floating through space. Don't know if that's the vibe you're trying to get off of it. It feels like the sort of music that would play like in someone making a retro arcade video. But no, it's not. I will give you that it is not absolutely shit. Polybius was a mysterious cabinet that appeared inside many arcades during the 1980s. Many people reported that they felt strange side effects after playing the mysterious game, and only one screenshot of it remains. Overnight, one day, several men in black came and removed all the Polybius cabinets from the arcades. I think it would work just about. But no, that is not bad. I will say that if that was going to be music for listening to while just sort of on a just chatting stream, I would say that's slightly too fast. I would assume. I don't use any, and I don't do just chatting streams. I would say that specifically would be slightly too fast for it, because I think that usually you want it to be something that you don't really notice. Well, I know I shouldn't drink while playing, but don't drink and drive. But no, that wasn't too bad. Oh, what was that? Who did that? That did that. That's like 7 meters. Oh, it's gone. Acceptable? Yes. To be fair though, do you really trust my opinion on music? But no, I think it's I don't really know. I wouldn't know how to tell you to improve. I'll say that, because I don't know. I don't know myself on how to make music. Why am I think it's me. I'm the reason that we're playing poorly today. You don't blame yourself. But no, keep it up. Keep up the good work, Sporty. Oh, I shouldn't have moved. I'm yeah, try me. Didn't mean it. Why? There's a rocket going off. What's that? I would have appreciated. They've changed a lot of the maps, but it would have been nice if they'd have changed that one. That one in particular. I don't know if anyone ever really brings it up as a problem. Oh, I can't really use the card. We would have lost that battle. Just give it me. But I'm just gonna be grinding it out today. And then we'll just occasionally go on a Polybius binge, just watching videos about Polybius. I don't. I came up with the idea for that line just going on the assumption that I have seen a Polybius video, but that's it. I know that Ahoy did one, I think. Was it him? It was like really out of nowhere for the guy who made it, I think. But I might actually be mixing two different channels up. There's an arcade cabinet. It's nothing more than it's a fake story. I'll be completely honest. I won't even pretend it's not a real story. But there's an arcade cabinet that appeared probably in the 80s, sorry, maybe the 70s, that people would play, and then they would report that they would have strange feelings afterwards. How did something get to A already? Or maybe they're firing smoke shells. They'd report that they were feeling strange after it, and then and occasionally, like, very official looking men in black would show up to take readings from it. And then just one day, all the game cabinets just disappeared, never to be seen again. And people were like, "Oh, it's because it's a secret. It was during the time of MK Ultra and everything." And so people were like, "Oh, it was the government. They were using it to alter people's minds and get up to other dodgy things." And like the video that I watched on it just went really deep into it, like just analyzing everything to try and figure out where the story came from and if there's any truth to it. And by the end of it, he just found like a guy and was like, "Did you make it up?" And I think the guy didn't confirm nor deny, but he was like, "Did you make this up?" And he was like, "This guy made it up. It's not real." Which, to be fair, I think most people already knew, but it was just the fact that the story is played straight to be like, this is a real thing. We've got this is a story about the government mind control, and then people were just like, "Nah, it's not." How many people are in this pit? Just one? Engine and track. Don't want to sit up here too long, because their spawn can see me. You're gonna burn to death. Never mind. I love videos like that. I'm a big video essay kind of guy. To be fair, it's the sort of videos that I'd love to be able to make. I'd love to be able to make video essays because that's just the kind of thing that I would watch. People are always like, "Oh yeah, make videos that you would watch." But the thing is, the videos that I would watch are not very. I'm not very good at them. You have to actually be intellectual to make the videos that I watch, and I don't. I'm not. Like, I watch if I ever watch a TV show or a film or, you know, some kind of artwork, digital or otherwise, I take it all at face value. I'm very much just a face. Like, yeah, that's cool, isn't it? And then I move on. And it's I have no idea how. I suppose it makes sense based on just, you know, the way I talk and act, but I'd love to be able to do it. I think it'd be a lot of fun to make those videos. Alright. Like, the other day, a channel that I enjoy uploaded a video called Hazel. The video wasn't called Hazel, the channel was called Hazel. That's her name. But she uploaded a video about... she does a lot of anime stuff. Oh, piss off! Where's the fucking team? Why is no one around to help me? But she does videos about about anime and just, I mean, I don't like weebs, Japanese media, anything like that, really just obscure stuff. But she'll spend like over an hour talking about a topic and going all manner of tangents, and it's like, how do people know know to do this? I find it very impressive. Like just the sheer amount of information and just different like tangents and avenues for content effectively that you can go down, or maybe even avenues for knowledge, really. I just find it very impressive and admirable, and it's why I watch a lot of those kind of videos. Yeah, I'd love to I know it's weird for me to say I'd love to do that, because I do have the ability. I don't even have to do it and like upload it to my main channel. I could just make it and upload it to a secondary channel, you know, like Limited Bread. I could just make myself a second channel called Limited Bread for just the stuff that I want. That's like, I'm like, oh, that sounds like that'd be a fun idea. But like I say, I don't even know where people start with getting ideas. That's the other thing that impresses me, is that people can come out with these videos and it's like, where did you get the idea for this? Like, not only where did you get the idea, but where do you find all like the... I suppose it's just a case of when you first look at something, you then go, you ask yourself a question, and then you just keep asking questions and keep trying to answer them. I suppose it's a lot of having that inquisitive mind that you do nurture and feed, as opposed to having a question in your head and going, I don't know, it is what it is, isn't it? You then go down the rabbit hole and just start learning, which in and of itself I'd say is an admirable trait. Is that mine? Yeah, it is. I haven't seen a broken Challenger 2 around here. Challenger 1, sorry. This is my go-to place on this map. This is where I spend all my time. It's not necessarily always the best place to go, but I like it here. It provides it gives yourself a little defilade to hide in and cut and shoot out into this little region here. There we go. I'm actually I'll get some points if someone takes them out now. Gives yourself a nice little defilade to hide in. So it's doesn't provide you any air cover. Like, the majority of the time I do die to getting absolutely rinsed by aircraft, or I just get pushed by a load of enemies. If you don't have people covering your flanks, it's not the best place to hide. I don't think I assume that's an anti-air of some kind. Come on, show yourself. There we go. That is a N247. No, I'm a big video essay fan. I just put one in the background. I watched the same one numerous times, and I quite I'm just I suppose it's probably just because I'm addicted to not. I'm not addicted. I refuse to have silence, and they're always like an hour long. It's risky because you can get pushed from right or left. Yeah, that's why I said you need to have people around you to cover you. If you don't have any teammates around, it goes wrong. Like what was happening to me. Well, what did happen to me? Sorry, I died in that pit for the on the first. Actually, I died in that pit on the first time I played this battle. Sorry, the previous battle. Sorry, because I've had this map twice in a row. And on just then, you know, it goes well though if you're lucky. I just don't really know any other ways to play this map, because I don't really like going into A, because that usually just puts you straight in front of the enemy, which is not very fun. It's Lelouch, where did that come from? I didn't know that was here. It's also a problem because if the enemy gets too close, like what happened on my first death this game, you don't actually have the time or the as a A6 in the sky, which is scary. You don't have the time to lift to go up over the hill and take a shot before the enemy can shoot you in the gun. If they're if they're unlucky, then they might fail, but that's it's not really something that you should be taking advantage of. They're just shooting into there to try and find the enemy. Bring it on. Show yourself, you slippery little fool. I've been looking at getting 3D printer. I should have said I've been looking at getting a 3D printer. not been looking at getting 3D printer. I've been looking at getting a 3D printer because I don't know if I mentioned this the other day. I can't remember if I mentioned it or if I thought I was going to. But I've been considering getting one because they look quite fun to make like little models of things. I wanna, because I've mentioned that I like painting Warhammer, but Warhammer is really expensive. Like far too expensive, especially for someone like me who isn't very good at painting and just wants to paint. I don't want to play the game. And so it's like I could spend like 30 quid on a single Warhammer model just because it looks cool, or I could spend £300 to get a setup for 3D printing. That does sound a little bit off. I know the money doesn't sound right there, but it does mean that I can then print off like an unlimited amount of those models, you know. So if I fuck it up, I can just print another one, and it's like pennies compared to the price of the Warhammer model. Only problem is that you don't get Warhammer models officially. 20k done for the day. Now you can have fun and not play War Thunder. I could open up a business that paints other people's figures. I could do that. I'd have to get better before I do that. And you also have to be, from what I've seen, because I watch a lot of Warhammer, not a lot, but I do watch Warhammer painting YouTubers, and I don't think I don't think there's actually that much money there compared to like the amount of time you spend on it. I would say that I'm good. I'm good enough, like, to paint my own models. I've seen some pretty shit models. I don't think I can show them off because it's too. That one's falling on the floor. Does that break? No. I can't. The thing is, I can't. It's too small, and the camera won't pick it up for me to show off what it actually looks like. You can kind of see it there. I didn't paint the shield. I gave up. But you know, it could be better, but it's not bad. It's fun though. I do it because it's fun. Wait, is that? No, it's fine. I painted that little squig that I mentioned the other day. This is actually, go on, cover my face with it. Go on. I'm actually really pleased with how this turned out because I tried a new technique for painting this, and it went really well. The teeth look disgusting, like absolutely disastrous on this squig, but it's I'm very pleased with how it went. That'd make my painting hobby free. Well, kind of, yes, but it wouldn't. I wouldn't be painting models. I wouldn't be painting in a way that I enjoy. I'd be painting like I like experimenting. I don't want to just have to, you know, paint. Someone go, hey, I want this. Paint it green, and it's like, well, I don't think that would look good green. When I get more confident with it, I want to do a stream where I paint some Warhammer models. And when I say confident, I mean like just confident in myself, because I'm confident that this looks good. I know this looks cool. But I just been confident in my in everything. I need to have the right setup to do that as well. Experimenting with paints in a poor part of the UK has a completely different meaning. Yeah, the amount of hazardous materials in my room would make me look a little bit like a druggo. You know, I got a bottle of chemicals here. I just got this is my bottle of chemicals. I've got a bottle of compressed gas down there. I've also got 3 bottles of spray paint. I got a dodgy room. I have. I got chemicals. I got knives, scalpels, everything that a man needs to run a backyard surgery. There's spray paint to make signs so everyone knows where to find me. I like my bottle of chemicals. But no, like, it's incredibly 3D printing. Once, like, obviously the initial cost is I would say it's cheaper than you'd kind of expect for 3D printing, but it's also still 300 quid. But the benefits are that if you print if you buy someone's STL, if you buy a model off the internet, well, you can print as many of those as you want, you know, as opposed to having to pay like that little mod, not the squig. Well, the squig, this little tiny thing, yeah, you can see how small it is. That cost me like £4 because it was like £2 for it, and then what is this? Is it out in the open? Because it was like £2 for it, and then £2 to get it delivered. It's not the size, it's how you paint it. I mean, well, kinda of. There we go. But the problem is that you are correct. Like, if you paint it better, you can get more for it. That's sure. But I'm talking about the initial investment of the models and like buying them unpainted. And also, I'm not going to be selling mine because I do it for fun. It's annoying. Oh, he didn't see me. He shot at someone else. There we go. Ah, hit him at the same time. I think it's a lot of fun. Like I said, very expensive. I want to get some like of the cool big. I want to get like a big. I was looking at getting a. Sorry, I've pressed N too many times. I've wanted to get. Why is A not ours? What has happened back there? I wanted to get some of the Warhammer Titans, but they're really expensive, and I want to get more experience. Actually, no, it's going to be a lot of people going to A. I'll let them go. They're unlikely to win. They can't really push across. Warhammer Titans are pretty expensive, and you can kind of just get you just get someone else to make one for you and then 3D print it, you know. Not to mention, I could make and print my own things, which would be fun. Because I do like making 3D models. I could make like a little. I was looking to see if there's any like 3D models of bread that I could download and print. What's the? Oh, it's down. Okay. I probably didn't need to spawn in this. Is that a helicopter? I can't tell. I don't know what that's locked onto. What? Oh, it's a drone. It's a drone, okay. It's not behind it, though. I don't know. I think because the drone is in front, it's trying to lock onto that instead. Clever girl. Okay. Don't know. There? Is it gone? You gonna do it? Oh, it's there. Oh, there's two things in the sky. Maybe it wasn't a drone that I saw then. Maybe I'm just an idiot. I think the biggest setback I currently have about getting a 3D printer is that the printing chemical is toxic. And you're not meant to just like pour it down the drain, and I don't know what you're meant to do with it otherwise. And so that's something that I'm kind of a little bit concerned about. Like, what do I don't really know what to do with it. Where's the other one gone? There it is. Oh, for goodness sake. It's over. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, cool. Do I want to bring another one out? I'll bring the big guy out, because then I can shoot him with the cool weapons. It's funny today, someone brought a Stukas 10.0, and after flying for 10 minutes, the SPA just slapped it down before it could drop its bombs. I think I should do that. I think I should take my I think I should take my PO2 out to top tier. I fucking love this. The Big Light is a better anti-air than anything else that Germany has to offer. The only thing that could make the Big Light better is if it had IRST on it. But the fact that it doesn't have IRST just makes getting kills with it all the better. I think, you know, the idea of taking like old, the idea of taking older aircraft into like higher battle ratings, I think would be more good, would be more valid, I suppose, if the distance from the battlefield was tied to the vehicle instead of the battle rating, or at least the vehicle's battle rating, because then you could more realistically take something out like that. Not completely, because you know, you still get picked up on radar, but you'd have a chance, I suppose, at getting somewhere. You got to Germany 9.3 today. It irks me that you don't have a plane for it. Can't you just like, oh, helicopter, like that came from behind us somewhere, I think. Where did that come from? There's a plane in the sky. Can't you get the like the G91? Assuming that you're, you know, willing to spend money for it. And you get some interesting missiles. He's gone. That I always used to think were like automatic guidance, and then I finally sort of checked and I was like, oh, hold on. What's that? That's a Swedish vehicle, Swedish plane. There's another plane in the sky. I've got to kind of be careful with lobbing these over there, because while unlikely, there is still. Oh, hold on. I don't think they're actually making it there. Higher BR premium prices are disgusting. I mean, they are. I mean, you can get it on sale. That's what I did. I got my G91 on sale. I've used it like 3 times. I haven't used it because, I mean, I've mentioned how terrible I am at aircraft. But, you know, you could get it on sale. Then it's almost like you're buying something that isn't a top tier aircraft. That looks like it's flying straight towards me. Come on. Hit it! Hit the bastard! There we go. That's slightly worrying. I wanted to make sure that he couldn't fly anymore. Yeah, that was close. That was very close. He almost took me out with with his body. Yes, yes, yes. My tank destroyer is much better than you. The Big Light does have laser rangefinder, yeah. But I find it much easier just to yoink them. Just to keep just launching it and hope for the best. There we go. It's got such a high fire rate that you can just flat cloud it. Oh, is there something else in the sky? Oh, there was. Look at that. 3, and I had a bit of more as an anti-air than anything else. This was 8.3 at one point, I think. I think this. I'm pretty certain this was like 8.3 when it was for a while. It felt amazing then. Although that's what had a good APHE. That's true. I for a while didn't really take advantage of the APHE because I was just like, I was kind of in that still in that mindset of higher penetration is better. But then one day I was playing on one of the maps and I went through the side of an enemy a few different times and it clicked that I'm only ever going through the side of tanks, so why does it matter about higher penetration? Or you know, why do I need the whatever this was, 137? Because the APHE round had enough to go through the side of basically anything. And so I was like, I'll just take the APHE out instead, and I suddenly was like even better with it. So you do pretty well with it with this, but give it an armor piercing high explosive round and it did infinitely better. But yeah, they've replaced it with a sap, and I don't really know if that's even at all worth it. I've never used it. That being said, it's not really that big of a problem. It's kind of it's a little bit. I'll take some backups. Is that you still got the main round, and to be fair, and I was using that for the majority of my time with the Big Light anyway, and so I was like, it's all right. I think it would be worse. I think it's actually made better to the fact that it's a solid shot and not something like a saber round, because small sub-caliber rounds are horrible to try and use. Can't wait for the folded RP reduction so you can get the 9.3 Leo. Is that what are they changing it so that's like this would cost less to research than this? Does this currently, like, when researching something that's folded, does it currently cost the same amount as to research the first thing? I like seeing leopard ones just out in the wild, in the real world. Like, so many. I haven't seen any old war films, but a lot of old war films use leopard ones dressed up like World War II tanks. It's always very obvious, but it's just one of those things that I find funny. It's like people are like, oh, "There's a tiger coming," and it's just a leopard one with a dress. It's the same with like they do the same sort of thing with Shermans. They'll dress them up as Panzer IVs and be like, Panzer IV. That's what they said, something like 50% reduction to anything folded. That's pretty decent. That's a pretty decent thing. I imagine I feel like they'd have to reconsider what's folded though, if that was the case. Because some things feel like they could probably come out of the folder if that was the case. Maybe. Usually, from what I can tell, folded vehicles are... It's usually very similar things. You just said they're trying to fold... Oh, then fair enough then. I think you know that you mentioned it. The tech trees do feel very bloated, you know. I think the thing is, what's quite funny about the idea of them foldering more is like something like the Israeli tech tree. I think they could folder the entire thing. I know they're not going to for obvious progression reasons, but like they really could folder the entire Israeli tech tree, and I don't think anyone would notice. Because it is just 90% Magak 6 and variants of the shot. 40 zombie, you better not be using naughty words in my chat. This is a Christian server. There are 13-year-olds that watch this. You better understand that that's not how things go here. What hit me? I'm rather confused. Because it did damage, but it didn't actually take anything out. Yet, so there's still time. Oi! Oh, I'm not going to be able to do anything because he's in that awkward position. He's in the cowardice position. Yes, yes, yes. I know. I know. Go on. Go on. Set me on fire again. I know you want to. There we go. Like he switched to a missile to try and take me out. It makes sense if he's only using Sabo, then he wouldn't have any way of setting me on fire. I don't think since after that. Dun 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 dun. It would be interesting to see how this to see where the or how the remaining changes impact the game. I can't actually remember what hasn't been introduced yet. I think there's definitely still a few things, but this might just be me and my life falling apart. But definitely feels like the updates have been coming in pretty quick. Like, I remember when they first gave out the what was it? When they first gave out the roadmap, I remember looking at it and being like, that's going to take ages for anything good to happen. You know? So they've announced all these changes, but it's fucking going to be... It's going to take fucking forever for these things to change, for these changes to be implemented. And it's like, I remember thinking that about the vehicle, the premium insurance. And like, that was implemented like a month ago. These changes, everything's changing around me, and it's scaring me. I'm getting old. Time is speeding up. I'm every day is another day closer to death. Wait. Oh, there we go.
Bearded Jingy Gaming Chat X 1050. Daddy's back.
Hello, father. Hello, Bearded. How's it going? Long time no see. I thank you for the bits. I appreciate the 1050 bits. It's very generous of you. I was a little bit confused because I saw something change out the corner of my eye, but it didn't change immediately. Like because no one ever cheers that many. That's for me. That is. Oh, he missed. Oh no! Well, he almost did. That is well, maybe where you're from. Maybe where you're from, zombie. Not here. Domino's pizza is quite expensive in the UK. I hope you're doing well, Bearded. I've missed you. I wake up every morning and think, if only Bearded were here. I think I have like a wristband that's like WWBD, which is what would Bearded do. It is expensive.
Bearded Jingy Gaming Chat X 2750. Yeah, I'm doing well, working my ass off.
I appreciate it. That's very now. Now we've got enough. Now I'm eating. Now I'm eating well tonight. You're gonna make me cry. Yeah, thank you very much. It's very. I appreciate it a lot. And I'm glad to hear you're doing well and that you're working hard. You're working hard to cheer bits, I guess. Toby got rent money. Toby is free. Yeah, no, my dad will be satiated for another month.
Bearded Jingga Gaming just gifted 5 subs.
Thank you. You're very kind. Thank you. That's a right random selection of people who just got a sub there. I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, why did Maya not get one? What the fuck? Fuck Salty. Salty's alright. Salty's a good boy. But no, thank you, I appreciate it. And I'm sure everyone who got one will love the new emotes they have just been given access to. Bearded, have you been subbed this whole time? Like, sometimes I check, but I can't remember if I ever checked. Have you been subbed? Because I know that if you just leave it, it doesn't notify me. That's my allowance for this month. Thank you. I'll put it to good use. I'll make sure that, what's that? Oh, he's already going out, Sky, I think. That thing is barely holding on. You don't know. Fair enough. I mean, it doesn't seem like you don't have the sub tag, so maybe not, or the badge. Good use 2 Domino's meals. I know I haven't eaten Domino's in weeks. I am very happy. I'm stunned. Wait! Stop it! Now you are. Congratulations. You smell the sugar, daddy.
Why Goosey Angry Chid X10? He gave me the $2 bill.
The $2 bill? Hi, Goosey. No, I know I've said it about 1,000 times, but thank you again, Bearded. It's very kind of you. Halo does have a competitor. YMCA. It's fun to helicopter. Oh, it's gone. Halo, it's all happening. I gotta pit them against each other to get more money out of them. No. You're off to bed, working night shifts, so maybe we can catch up on your days off. Possibly. Good luck. Well, you go to bed, so you probably don't need much luck going to bed. I lied. There's no car ears. No, my car doesn't have ears on them. But no, thank you, Vida. Take care. It was. I'm glad to hear that you're all right. It's like Pokemon Money Warfare. What the fuck? I've actually been meaning to remove the cat ears redeem because I'm never. It's not something. I kind of put it on whenever I kind of feel like it. You want to wash the dishes? Good luck. Don't drown in the sink.
There is no cock like horse cock. Send your asshole into shock.
It's fucking. I got my cheer goal. I had a cheer goal? I did what? Is that... is that something I had? I mean, great. Whoa. I've hit my cheer goal, everyone. Well done. Oh, I pushed it past 1,000. Okay. 10,000, sorry. That's probably gives me a it probably unlocks new cheer emotes, cheering specific emotes. I know what it means. Yeah, I think that what it is. Can we get in memories of Charles? Just say cheer emote. What? No, cheer, not chair. Shut up. don't. You know I'm British. Shut up. Do you want an emote that's just my chair? I've let's look at there. There's no cock like horse cock. How dare I? You know what? Bearded. Just because, yeah. Now that because of that. There we go. This technically isn't monetary, so I can do this. There you go. I'll wear him just for you. And also Goose, because Goose wanted them earlier. You can have them. You can look at me being my beautiful, beautiful Nekomimi self. Yeah. For anyone who doesn't know, Nekomimi means cat ears in Japanese. I think. What the fuck is
My
that?
Goosey Angry Cheered X10. My biggest fantasy is getting fucked by a horse. Despite me being a human male, the thought of being a mare excites me and makes me so hard. I want to take that monster horse cock in my ass and be bred. The fact that it might be considered gay doesn't fucking concern me at all. Even better, I would want to suck off a horse while being fucked by one. I would go hours being bred like a mare and not get tired. Even though my booty hole will be stretched, it'll be the shape of that horse cock.
That's disgusting. Although that did just make me dodge a Hellfire missile, so it's probably not that bad, really. Oh! That was terrifying to see. I would not be surprised if I could get banned for something like that. Whatever, it's there now. Thanks for the 10 bits. Buy a clown nose with them and with that money and make that an option. I should get an entire clown setup, and you can cheer different bits or you can give different not cheer. It's you can use your channel points and you can build me into a clown like you're making an Exodia. There's no cock like horse cock. Send your asshole into shock. Why need setup when I already are? What? Shut up. Be nice to me. I ain't no clown. I'm a funny man, but not a clown. Clowns are intentionally funny. That's the difference between me and a clown. Clowns do it on purpose. I'm just you know. I just am. I'm just a funny looking guy, you know. We've got a mirror in the bathroom that's one side of it is 2 times, like it's like magnified. And I was looking at myself in that this morning and I looked right weird. Where is this vehicle? Why can I not see it? Whatever. Yeah, try me. I can't really do anything. Shit. Da 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 Why did it not fucking die? Can someone help me? Where? Oh, piss! There is no reason for that to be in the stratosphere dropping bombs. Big light. I could with the Gepard. No, the Gepard wouldn't be any better. I'm not allowed to tell you to shut up. I'm a Twitch streamer. Where's this tram? Oh, the A5 took it out. Good, good. I've been working on the railroad all the live long day. I'm scared of the LAV because that's even more dangerous to me now. I don't know why that LAV wasn't any more aggressive against me though. What the fuck did the A5C just do? Just broke the sound barrier going into the ground. Alright, let's... Oh, no. I don't know if I can hear anything over there. This is 9.3. I could also bring the Ocelot out. I could bump it up to 9.7 and bring the Ocelot out. But I was just kind of playing whatever. Hi, Visferik. Oh mein Gott. It's ein Bread. Wait, no, it's ein Brot. I love I kind of want to learn German because it's such a funny language. I think you know, I don't mean that in a mean way. I mean it in a fun way. It's a fun language. You know. How's the bread been? I woke up tired and with a headache, and now I am neither of those things. I had an older viewer come in and say hi in the best way possible, and that's all that matters. What's that noise? Oh, broken helicopter. No, how are you, Visferic? How's it going? Did I free Halo's family? No, of course not. He hasn't fulfilled the terms yet. There are very simple terms in place for Halo to get his family back, and it has not been fulfilled yet. Excuse me. Oh, I did barely anything. The terms were very clearly stated as people need to buy more of my merchandise, and then Halo's family gets free. You know, I'm gonna bump this up a little bit just so I can use the Ocelot for a little bit. Not my favorite anti-air, but it'll do. What else can I do? I can put the Leopard 2K in because I've not used. I need to use that more. It's cool that there's a Gepard with missiles on it, but they are Stingers at the end of the day, which well, no, because it's got the K variant, so it's fine. And other than that, I don't really know if I want to go up to 10.3 just yet. So that'll do. Let's do this for a bit. Wait, he has been bred? What the fuck? Yeah, cool. Bye. Take care, Goosey. I don't know why I'm calling you Goosey. Whatever. I've started now. Oh, you're here for 10 minutes? You've still got... Oh, I've got drones now. Well, why call you Goosey when I can call you Daddy? Now, I've already called one viewer Daddy today. They're not getting... No, another one. I like that this has got just a little extra bonus turret on the top of it. I like how in World War II we went, tanks don't need any more than one turret. And now in the modern era we're starting to put more turrets on tanks again. Do it. Daddy. There you go. Is that how you wanted it to be said? It kind of when you say it in like a northern farmer's voice, it kind of loses its appeal. I don't know if if that's kind of like if that would work. You're a critic with all your brain cell. Daddy Goose in a high-pitched voice. What?
Daddy Goose? Are you sure, Daddy Goose?
Is that? You sure? You sure you don't? You sure that was? You sure? You sure that that isn't the best thing ever? Stop giving you a boner. Anyone Nah. Oh. He's got the fake ERA on him. He has. I can dig another one out. Don't mind if I diddly do. This motherfucker inhaled a helium balloon. I almost said premium balloon. I do every morning before I wake up. Well, as I'm waking up, I start my day with a big huff on a balloon full of helium. Just to say suck it to the Earth's helium supply. I'm like, we ain't got much helium left. I'm speeding it up. If ever I'm gonna do a YouTube video where I just drain the Earth's helium supply. We've only got like 4 days worth of helium left on the planet, and so I think that if I wanted to, I think a suitably wealthy YouTuber could conceivably do quite a lot of damage to the Earth's helium supply. Suck it dry. What? I'm gonna be the villain. People say that Elon Musk is like a superhero. You know, he's like a Tony Stark. I'm gonna be the opposite. I'm gonna drain the Earth of its helium supply. Fuck off. Coward. They of course, yeah, sure. There's no going back. We don't have much affordable helium. It's filthy expensive to get from the air, so people dig it from the ground. Exactly, and there's not much of it in the ground. As far as I'm aware. It's a drone. Can I lock onto that? Maybe, no. Oh, possible, but I don't think so. That's close up. Is there something behind it? There's another drone. Stop locking onto that. Oh, we've got this. So there's nothing I can do. You could have clipped Daddy Goose. You can go back in time. You can click that one. Sorry, clip, not click. You can pull it from Lavard. Frame it, channel's front page. I've been meaning to make a. I say meaning. It's just something that I've kind of thought of doing. I've thought about doing ages ago, making a channel like trailer. I started it ages ago. It was just going to be different screenshots of my face to whatever song I chose, but I just never got around to doing it. It's no drone. Oh, I can lock onto it. I saw something in the sky earlier. I'm sure that there was I'm sure that I saw an actual plane floating around. And again, if there was, this guy would have shot at it by now. Shoot it. I can't. Where's it gone? I'm just gonna swat it out the sky. Oh, I've lost it again. There it is. Hit it. No. No, stop. Who did that? Wait, I think I just got hit by base AA. I think that's what just hit me there. No, stop locking onto the sky and lock onto it. Oh, it's not. It's too close. Oh, you almost crashed. He's pretty good. He's not a bad pilot of this little thing. Let's come back here. No, I don't. Not on this. Up. Ah. Poor little thing. What have I locked on? I'm locked onto. I can still lock onto it onto the ground. If I can lock it, that means it won't lock onto. This won't lock onto tanks, then, will it? Because that should lock onto a tank in that sense. In that case, no, it won't. Oh, there's actually a jet in the sky. Go on, Flak, take him down. You've got radar missiles on you. You can do that. It's like a mosquito at night. Tanks don't fly, yeah, but like neither does like something that's on the fucking ground. No, look at that. That maintained lock surprisingly well. I would say that I'm surprised that missile maintained lock on that up there, all that. Hit it. More things to lock onto. Yay! I don't think that's no. And you've got one missile left. Come on. Hit it. Yeah! Those flares not do anything. Do they? Because I've always found that I've always thought the flares pretty much just stops you from being able to hit them. You can rest easy. Good. Take care. Good luck on your future endeavors. The drone had wings, so it ignited the missile's primal instinct. Yeah, that's why you should never point an IR missile at a bird. But I always thought those flares were pretty much guaranteed to do it, unless it's just something that's changed. Then again, actually, when I've been playing planes in the past and I've had IR missiles, flares haven't done anything. The only time that I've ever experienced flares actually doing something is when I was in aircraft. But then again, that the A10 doesn't have control of its engines, so that remains the same temperature. Usually when I'm playing aircraft, it'd be with one that's got an afterburner, and so you can pop flares, turn the afterburner off, and it's, you know, it chooses the flares immediately. It's like a whip, it just zooms out of the tube. You don't even have to fire it. You don't have to fire it, just straight up. You point a Stinger missile at a flock of birds and it's straight right out. I kind of want to see, bird hunting, the way that they would do it, where there'd be like a flock of them on the ground, and like you throw a rock into them all, and then they all take off, and you shoot them with a scatter shot to try and take out as many as you can. I kind of want to see what happens if you try that with a Stinger missile. You frighten the flock, or whatever group of birds are. You frighten the flock, and you just pull out a Stinger or an Igla. Just fucking detonate all of them. You'd probably kill the whole lot. It'd be a very. I think that's it's not very economically efficient, but it's probably pretty efficient just at getting rid of them all. you didn't want them there anymore. Alternatively, you could, instead of throwing a rock into them all, throw a hand grenade. But they may all have flown away before it goes off. It's in a picture of a punt gun. Why don't they just make one of those for planes? Exactly. I think that's probably what I was thinking of. They should just do that. I mean, that's kind of what they were doing. They kind of, yeah. Why did they never do that? Why did they not just make giant shotguns instead of like 88mm flak or like that? Do you think they ever tried making massive shotguns to shoot up into the sky? Because like they eventually were like, oh, we have to have this like really complex system to make the shells explode. You know, the radar detonator. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna spend loads of time and money to make this really complicated system. Why don't they just make giant shotguns to shoot into the sky? That sounds much more cost effective than, you know, inventing the most high-tech weapon of the war. What do you mean they probably realized that it was a stupid idea? It's a perfect idea. I just think no one tried it. If they'd have tried it in World War II, that would have been the perfect weapon. You know, we hear about like the stupid things that the Nazis did, like the tornado gun and things like that. And so we would have heard about it. We would have heard about the shotgun, the anti-air shotgun, if that was, you know, if that was a bad idea. So obviously, no one tried it. And I propose that we try it nowadays to take out ICBMs. It's a new type of missile defense. And we have the intercontinental anti-ICBM shotgun. Useless trivia. Did I know that the Allies had HEVT rounds in World War II? They just weren't allowed to use it in Europe in fears that they would fall into enemy hands. I did. I've also watched the Real Engineering video about that. I don't know if you saw that, but that's where I learned about it from. It was cool because like America invented them and they just used them in the Pacific theater, didn't they? Well, I think they started to in the later years of the war. I think they did start in I think there was a period of time they did eventually start to be handed over. I know that what was very interesting about it is because it used a chemical battery inside it, and so the way that it had is that they had a glass vial with this like electrolyte in it inside the shell, so that when the gun fired, the glass inside it would shatter, and the rotation of the shell would cause the electrolyte to spread out inside the shell. It was and cause the battery inside to flare up, which would then turn the radar on, or whatever little device was. You know, it's really cool. World War II, like you always forget just how amazing, like pretty impressive World War II technology was. This explanation is pretty comical with my cat ears. Yeah, I'm weirdly knowledgeable in some instances, and I just happen to be a cat boy. Are you trying to say that you wouldn't watch an engineering channel where I host it dressed like this? Right. Oh wait, I can do this, can't I? It's horribly ineffective. I know that I think I can use my little machine gun to try and... They're not gonna get there, it'll move too much. Oh, he's gone there. I'm your friendly neighborhood cat boy teacher. I'm gonna make that's gonna be my TikTok persona. You know how you always have people on TikTok that are really weird, dressed in weird clothing or just acting really weird, but teaching you information? That's gonna be me, and it's just gonna be this. Do I teach animal husbandry? I can. I've watched at least one video on how you milk a horse. Not milk, you know what I mean. The other one, the other type of extraction. You get a horse to breed. I was, you know, horse semen is the most expensive liquid on the planet. Does that count as being knowledgeable in animal husbandry? They keep it. They keep it in baby bottles. That's one of the things that unnerved me when I watched the video of it. Only top racehorse semen, yes, but it's still horse semen. It was unnerving to see them, like they pull the horse off the fake horse, and they've just got like this baby bottle full of semen under there. Like some guy's like just like holding it in his hands and like playing with it. But that was a very good battle. That was. Nothing happened. Stop getting hungry. You know, speaking of animal husbandry, it's kind of related, but it's actually not at all. Back when I was younger, and me and my friends were like more, you know, we were convinced that being YouTubers was the way to be. I remember my friend starting a YouTube channel. I doubt it's gone. I imagine it's still around, but it'll be so far back that I got no idea about any of the about if it's named or about its name. Sorry, I got no idea about that. Not that I would show you anyway, but you know what I mean. And he used to make videos. He made videos on how to train your dog. Because he was a big dog guy, and he made a video on like how to teach a dog to sit, how to teach a dog to lie down. Bearing in mind, we were children. We were like small. We were young. You know, we were somewhere between the ages of probably 10 and 14, maybe even younger, on the lower end, I should say. And yeah, so he just made these videos. He had this little shitty camera that he got. In fact, I got one because I saw that he had one, and I was like, "That's cool. I want one because I want to make my own videos." And so he had this little camera, and he used to make videos on how to train your dog. I don't know how many he made, but I can't remember if it ever went anywhere. Like if anyone ever saw them. I think he stopped eventually because it's you know, a stupid idea. And if you want to know how to train your dog, are you gonna go with you're gonna use a video of a kid teaching you how to train your dog, or are you just gonna go with someone who actually knows how to train dogs? We used to love making little videos. We did. There's the fucking people. There's the Sea Camping Brigade. Always there when you need them the most. They're always there. Sitting around at sea, achieving nothing. And I can say that definitively because one of the enemies made it to sea, and the only reason they weren't able to take it is because I was there to stop them. And their enemies are on sea, which means camping sea at there does nothing. Camping on the hill at sea is definitively an awful strategy. If the enemy can get there without taking damage and capture it, it's a bad strategy. That's my official instructions. It's my favorite line from the Left 4 Dead 2 opening cinematic. Kill all sons of bitches. That's my official instructions. See, look, I can even quote it in Ellis's voice. One day what's going to happen is someone on stream's going to be like, hey, do you want to play Left 4 Dead 2? And I'm going to go, yeah, why not? and it's going to be like a pyrocynical moment where I load up Left 4 Dead 2 and you see all the weird mods I've got installed, and I get out at just being weird, because I got some weird mods in Left 4 Dead 2. Maybe they're not there to win, it's just a comfy place. But like, it being a comfy place require like, go and sit in a cupboard with a nice cup of hot chocolate and a book, or at least like a copy of Hustler. I'm like, what? It's sure, but you know, I'm here to at least slightly win. Get up, helicopter. There we go. I'll probably get an assist. No, I don't. Never mind. It's very... If it works, it's fine. But it just because of how frequently it doesn't work, that it's a problem. And they'll stay alive the whole game. And it's like, you can look at it and be like, oh yeah, they stayed alive and they got kills. Which, congratulations. But it's not fair. It's not fun. It looks bad. It's a morale killer. Sometimes you just drive to a spot and just kind of sit there for the whole game. Yeah. I know. I'm putting my own values on them. I'm aware, and my values are it's boring. Maybe I'm bad-mouthing a disabled player. Well, you know, maybe Gaijin should add that. Maybe Gaijin should add a little wheelchair next to their name so I know if they're disabled. How about that? Now I'm not annoyed at the game. Now I'm not annoyed at the player. I'm annoyed at Gaijin. Congratulations, you've made me hate Gaijin for being able-phobic or whatever the word. I can't remember what it's called. For some reason my brain wants to say dyslexic for being. That's a fucking an M249 that's hitting me. I don't know what's. Oh, it's that guy over there. Can you not shoot me, please? Like, I need to be able to see you to fight back. Da 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 da. Oops. Ableist. There we go. That's it. I wasn't going to ask how you know. That's a perfectly normal thing to know. There are weirder things that you could tell me that I would go, why do you know that? I've mentioned it before that my friend will just spout random things from anime. It's like a really minor thing, and I'm like, how do you know that? How do you know that person's name? How do you know what that character is? That's weird. That's weirder to me. You know. What is this? You know, I know I'm an expert. I'm a horse semen expert, you know. I don't judge. I don't judge by what people know. There we go. Oh, there's another vehicle here. Oh, it's that. The vehicle that is actually made by Satan. Right, I'll take the Leopard 2K out again. Like that one video where a guy can name all the female Overwatch heroes but none of the males. Exactly. Although, who can blame him? Because that's pretty much all that Overwatch has going for them right now. I like that Overwatch on Steam has 140,000 reviews, and almost every single one of them is negative. That warms the cockles of my heart to see to see just how hated Overwatch is. See, look, we've lost this battle, and I'm going to guarantee it's because of these guys up here. I can tell you without a doubt, it's these guys that lost it for us. I refuse to elaborate. And I refuse to take blame myself because I came in fourth and I'm not playing the rest of that. It's a waste of my time. But it's the thing. I really liked Overwatch when it first came out. I remember because around the time that Overwatch came out. Please elaborate. No. I really liked Overwatch because what happened was around the same time that that came out, I didn't have it, and I was like, I kind of want to play Overwatch, but I don't want to pay for it because it's expensive. You said, please. Well, I don't understand pleasantries. At the same time that Overwatch came out, a game called Paladins came out, which is actually apparently still going going strong. I don't know how. I assume it's going strong. I don't know how it is actually going, but a game called Paladins came out, which was free on Steam. So I played that, and I was like, I just want to play Overwatch. Like, this just convinced me that I want to play Overwatch. And so I got Overwatch for Christmas around this, I think probably the similar year to when it came out. And I actually really enjoyed it. I used to play. I played the robot monk guy, or Mercy, or Lucio. And if I go, whenever I've gone back, I've played Lucio, but like I was a healer main in it, because it was fun. It made healing fun playing Lucio because you could just run around healing people. And then like I eventually just stopped playing, and every time I go back, I'm like, I can kind of see why I stopped playing. It's not really kind of just a bit of a boring game now. It was cool at the time because it was like new, and then now it's just boring, and they keep making bad business decisions and other such just annoyances. I do concede though that like at its core, it's not that bad. At its core, it isn't that bad of a game. It's just, you know, the company and everything that's gone along with it, which is not the best. Was that a tank that I just saw briefly there? Possibly. Loader. Anything there? I would like to push out to help this T-72, but I don't think I can. Enemy behind me. It's fine as long as you keep falling around, but when your brain falls into the do this to win trap, it gets formulaic, as with all games. Yeah. It happens, a similar thing happens in Team Fortress, to be fair. Like, Team Fortress 2 is a very fun game, but you can very easily fall into the I have to be the best trap. Ugh. But what, he's gonna bring his fucking little gunner out, he's gonna bring his commander back. Ugh. At least that PL's gone. Or PTL, sorry. I'll bring out another one of these. Well, I'm gonna bring out another one of these, but it appears that we're not actually looking too well. But yeah, no, it's because there is a definitive meta to it, and every character plays has to play a specific way. Just to I know it's a very easy game to compare to Team Fortress 2, but it's their fault for making a game that is basically Team Fortress 2 but worse. But Team Fortress 2, you can effectively play that. You can play each class differently. Each class has its own little differences in the way that you can play it. So like soldier, you can go around playing as soldier, or you can play trolldier. You know, medic can be, you can play medic a few different ways. You can play heavy a couple of different ways. Some of them are more effective than others, but some of them are just there for fun. You know, you've got Demo Man and Demo Knight. You know, different ways to play Pyro and all those different things. It means that each class has a way of just playing, like, you can make each class your own, if that makes sense. In Overwatch, everything is just very static. You have to play Lucio like this, you have to play Mercy like this, Reinhardt plays like this. All 3 Paladin fans would be offended to hear it. I mean, I was saying that I enjoy Paladins. I enjoyed Paladins. It was just at the time, Paladins had only just come out. Paladins was only, Paladins at the time was only a few days old when I tried it. And so that just made me want to play Overwatch, because Overwatch was like the game to. Oh, I twitched. Had a muscle spasm. There we go. Ah, cock. Captured the objective. Surrounded. This guy doesn't know that I'm here. Does now. Oh, being shot at from a few different places. What was that? Oh, that was the Swedish leopard one. I haven't seen that before. Paladins was fine. I just, you know, got bored of it. Because the thing is, at the time, it felt like it did feel like an imitation of Overwatch. I don't know what it feels like now. I don't know if people still play it or if it's still got an active fan base or what. But it was, it did just feel like an imitation at the time. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, it was. It was just a knockoff. I miss the days when I used to be a bit more. Oh, for goodness sake. MX30. 40, sorry. I miss the days where playing, like, I'd try new. There was a lot of new games to try. Why are the enemies so, like, all behind us? Why are they so ratty today? All the enemies are just. I've seen like one enemy come from the front of me. Absolute little rats. The event season, that's why. It's not that. Why would people play any differently now just because the event's on? This is War Thunder we're talking about. These people would be playing like this regardless. I think it's just I'm not used to play. I haven't played at high battle ratings in a while. I haven't played at a high battle rating in a while, and so I'm still I'm just not used to how fast the vehicles are. The amount of Object 279s you've seen, maybe that's just because a load of people have just gotten them. A load of people just managed to find them in the in the crates, and they're really excited to use them. How about maybe that? I'll pretty much just get his gun destroyed. Can I come in and no, I can't. I was thinking I wonder if I could yoink a kill. Don't get me wrong, I've definitely seen a lot of Object 279s. Like, I've seen far too many 279s. But who doesn't like using the 279? Well, I sure as hell would if I had it. You gotta open the final 100 boxes. Good luck. I hope you get nothing. I hope you get nothing because I got nothing, and I don't want you to get any more. I'm not one of those. I'm not a content creator that's like, oh, I hope my viewers do the best. No, I want my viewers to do the worst. I want to be the best. Me. Because I'm the coolest. I am a cool person, and only I matter. You're gonna get the object just to spite me. Good luck. You have to spend loads to get that. And sell it straight away. That isn't really a. I'm not really that bothered if you sell it. Who is that? It's yeah, it's the Chinese Gepard. Point speed prizes. Oh, 12,000 silver lions for capturing a point in a premium vehicle. That's almost as much as I got for one kill with the with this yesterday, the other day after I activated all those boosters. Well, there's a nuke inbound. It's not ours. Is it going to get here in time though? That's the real question. Part of me thinks it won't. But you know, it's the game is still young. No, it won't. That's all that matters. All that matters is the nuke didn't get here. It's a little bit sad that if you are going to try and get if you do get a nuke, oftentimes you will get it towards the end of the match, unless you are obviously if you're a much more a good and aggressive player, you can get it earlier on. But almost every nuke that I've seen has been right at the very end of the battle. It's number 2K. I don't really care, so I'm going to get adjustment of fire. You know what, I have level 2K has been doing alright for me, I think. It's not the best. The 20mm has got mixed usefulness. You shot down a nuke plane today. Good. As long as it was an enemy one. If you were one of those people that shoots down friendly nukes, then fuck you. I remember going out of my way to shoot an enemy nuke plane down once because the guy who got it was annoying. Like he was annoying because he just he killed me like twice, and then as I was respawning for the second time, I think after he took me out the second time, I heard the siren go off, or like I saw him. No, I didn't. Yeah, no. I saw him jay out of his vehicle, and I looked at the scoreboard, and I was like, he's definitely got a nuke. To which I then got in my plane and just went and tracked him down. My plane was a strike aircraft. It was one of those like sort of like heavier American strike aircraft jets that have the 20mm on them. It was one of those, and I hunted him down, and I was like, I ain't letting him get into the battle. Teammates tried to tell him to let him live, but if you can't drop it, he didn't deserve it. The thing is though, well, that is true, yes. It is a little bit. I feel like a lot of nuke aircraft. Again, a lot of the planes that you bring it in with, they're very, like, you don't really have any choice over like what's gonna. You know, you don't really have any choice as to whether or not you're gonna get there or not. Is that you can fly there, and you can fly at least slightly evasively if you've got something like the Canberra or the IL-28. But if you've got something like the B-52 or the Is it the B-52? B-28? B-29, sorry. Or B-52. If it's the B-29 or the other one, I feel like you don't really have much of a choice as to whether or not you get there or not. It's just, you just do. I know you get like, you do get weapons to shoot the enemies down, but they're not the best. But Florello, yeah. But that's also because it takes, like I mentioned, you know, you usually haven't got that much time before the battle ends, and so you don't really want to waste time trying to climb when you haven't got much, when you just need to get to the battlefield as quick as possible. There are enemies around me. Yeah, I assumed it was I did assume it was the enemy one. That guy was quick to fire a machine gun bullet at me. It was like, he saw me, it was like, there's no way I'm surviving this. Quick. Spot him. Do you have one nuke? That guy's still there, probably. Can't remember if he... You can hear... There's someone in front of me just going backwards and forward repeatedly. Cannon breach. Keep him shut up. Oh, for goodness sake. I had one nuke where there was a British jet on your ass, he missed you head on and took so long turning that you got to drop it. I think, yeah, on my second nuke, or maybe my first nuke actually, my first nuke, I was in the, I don't know which one it is, it's the strike aircraft, it's like the SU Summit. On that, I wasn't paying attention. I was flying as low as I sort of could. I was pretty excited, so I wasn't overly cautious, and I think a missile of some kind came and slapped me out the sky. But I managed to it didn't insta kill me, and so I managed to the speed and the angle at which I was at meant that I was able to just force myself to get over the battlefield and spam the space bar. There's a video on my channel actually. It's the nuke experience. That was like the best game I've ever had getting that nuke. It was. The B-29 is pure luck if you drop. Yeah. Because like you do have you know, you do have weapons on there, but you've got jets, and I think you might even have some. I think sometimes you might have radar AA. Will you have any radar? Would there be a radar AA at that battle rating? I'm not sure. No, it's obviously it's better on some maps because some maps have places for you to hide. Like behind mountains, that is, not just like hiding behind. No, just like hiding behind another person. Oh, I should have been paying attention. Never mind. What's this down here? Whoever this is on the move. There we go. I think there's someone else around as well. So that was you know, I used my ears for that one. That was perfect. Oh. The M116 is 3072. So, like, not like the scariest anti-air, but it's scary enough. Alright. That guy doesn't know that I've gone. Both sides. Ugh. Shit. Hi Artisan, how's it going? Welcome. I had clowns all over me there. That only makes sense if you know that I was thinking about the clowns to the right side, whatever. Am I gonna really waste my brain set? No, no. I ain't. Yeah, you're good. I am doing fine. I'm doing well. I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. Yeah, no, it'll be fine. I'll take 2 vehicles in. I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. That's about the extent of my conversational skills, I'll be honest. Never expect to get past that first part. British pleasantries jolly good. Oh yes, good day. Can you ask a question? It depends. It depends what the question is. What do I think is sorry, what do I think is better, the Tiger 2 or the IS-3? I'm a big fan of the IS-3. Oh, it's fine. I thought some of my chair fell over. I thought my miscellaneous bottle of chemicals fell over. I'm an IS-3 kind of guy. The Tiger 2 is cool and all, but it doesn't. The gun doesn't have the same chunk to it. I like the feeling of absolutely annihilating small vehicles with the 120mm or 122mm. Also, it's just a bit of a funny looking tank as well. The Tiger 2 is cool, don't get me wrong, the 88's very good. But I don't know, like personally, I don't know how to take out an IS-3. But I know how to take out a Tiger 2 very easily. Once the cheeks on an IS-2 on a Tiger 2 are very soft, surprisingly soft, and so I find it's a very easy tank to take out compared to something like the IS-3. The only problem with the IS-3 is the fact that it has a horrible gun depression, which really makes it suffer occasionally. The IS-3 is better for worse players because you need less angling. Fuck off, you're only saying that because I said I like it. I bet you love the IS-3, really. The IS-3 is a fun vehicle. Just like the IS-2. I think I also prefer the IS-2 over the Tiger 1. Because the IS-2 is just I would say it's a lot of fun. You like the KV-85 fun? That's not that. That's pretty alright. The IS. I mean, if we're just gonna keep pushing further and further back, I'm a big fan of the KV-1, like compared to the Panzer IV, you know, because it's just got the advantage of being able to angle. Like it's got armor that you can angle at. Oops, sorry. Oh, it was him that hit me. That's why my gun went off. It's got armor that you can angle effectively at, like, before you start getting any other heavy tank. The Panzer IV is good because it's got a very good gun for the battle rating. But you can you can basically go through it with anything. The gun on a Panther 4 looks more threatening as well. You look at the gun on a Panther 4 and you think that's a threatening gun. And you look at the gun on like a KV-1 and you go, that gun's not going to hurt anyone, even though they are like the same caliber. It's just the Germans knew how to make a threatening looking weapon. Do I play with America because you're a German and Russian main and you're asking because you don't like the American tanks that much and you want to ask what's my opinion? I'm a big fan of American tanks, I'll be honest. I was an American main for a while, but then I did switch to Germany, and then the Soviet Union. But I haven't gotten that far in the Soviet Union. But I've got premium vehicles, so that's just what I do with them. I was an American main for a while, and I was a big fan. And once I began to learn how to use them once I began to get around some of their flaws, the armor always felt horrible. It always felt incredibly soft, like nothing could get through. And the guns didn't feel like they had the same stopping power as the opponent's guns. And like kind of like the IS. I always felt like the IS series and the Tiger series were, and Tiger and the Panther were always much superior. Hi, Ariel. Thank you for lurking. I always felt that was superior, but eventually you do kind of, once you learn that, you kind of get to grips with them. It's an acquired taste. You know, you have to wallow in it a little bit before you start to get your hands on the steering wheel. That's a sentence. But like the 90mm, once I began to learn how to utilize the M82 shot, that became a whole lot better. You don't like American mediums, but American lights are lovely. How can you're beloved? And also, you open more. You do 2 more boxes, and you got a 70-cent decal. Hey, you know, you're eating good tonight. Yes. Also, yes, the American short stabilizer is very good. You can. To be fair, you don't really have to know what you're doing. You just kind of have to know that it's there, and you know that you can. As long as you, if I can bomb that's there, you can pull back the throttle basically as you're driving along if you have to take a shot. If it's you versus an enemy Panther or something, you do have a chance. But the Panthers are horrible to shoot at. even when they're stationary and 10 meters away from you, I still hate shooting at Panthers because their weak spot is just so horrible. But yeah, I would say that some of the later heavies, you know, the heavies that the American heavies are horrible. Apart from the jumbo, the first and maybe second jumbo is fine, but they're kind of an anomaly. And then you get to then there are a few that aren't very good. But the M26 heavy, the variant of the M26 that's a heavy, is very good. And also the T32 is very good. The American T34 and the M103, disgusting. Don't touch them. Don't go anywhere near them. They're not good at all. But I do find that the T32 and the heavy M26 variant, they are pretty good. But yeah, the American 75 is underwhelming. The thing is, I would say it's underwhelming, but it's not that bad. On the jumbo, it's bad because you're starting to get up to a battle rating where it's a problem. You're starting to get to a point where the jumbo's gun is not very good, and it gets bumped up to a 76mm, but the jumbo, the first one, is a 75, and you're still you're starting to come up against Tigers, which it just struggles against. And also IS-2s and the like, which is just not very good at taking out. Yeah, it can probably take the shot from the front. It can take shots from them, but it's not very. You can't really fight back very well. You kind of have to play it like a light tank, which is not really what you want to be doing in your heavy tank. Is that thing alive? It is. But no, it is on the Oh. On the Chaffee and the early M4s are all right. Once you get your fingers in it, it's all right. There you go. Oh, I also like the not only do I like the M26 heavy variant, I also like the M26 Pershing, Super Pershing. That's fun. But that's just because I like that tank. I remember when I saw that tank for the first time, I really wanted it because I thought that's such a cool looking tank. And I got it, and it was all right. But I still think that they still think that it's an all right tank. As long as you just kind of play it like a regular, just your normal tank. You don't really want to be taking too many shots from the front if you can help it. They're all right. They are. America is an acquired taste. It can be very annoying. Go take the track out. I think I saw something move out the corner of my eye as well to my left. What's that? Gone? Here's this BMP3 right here. See, this is where that's where having high explosive rounds of some kind of be useful. There we go. The Super Pershing 90mm is great. I know. Well, that's the thing. Is something similar is on the T32. I think the T32 is the one that's got a relatively flat front to it. The front of the it's one of the heavy tanks. I think it's a similar gun on that, which makes that very good. But in that thing's case, unless you get up against something with heat, that's got an incredibly powerful front plate. The front of the T32, I find, is almost impenetrable. At least that's what I've found. Obviously, if you get unlucky and you get people that know what they're doing, they're going to find some way to go through. But from what I've experienced, it is it was incredibly survivable. It's just not. It was just never really as sexy as the. It sounds weird to say, but it never really had the sex appeal of the Tiger II or the IS series. You know what I mean? Not the T-34, the T-32. The American T-34 is awful. That's a horrible vehicle. When the American heavies just start making really heavy tanks and slapping large guns on them, that's when they got terrible. They were like, oh, the IS-3. The IS-3 is a scary tank. Quick, let's make a vehicle that can do the same thing. And it's like, no. This is an awful vehicle. Stop it. I mean, it was probably fine in the real world, or it probably served its purpose. I'm just from a War Thunder perspective. No, I'm just seeing. I'm just going insane. So I thought I saw something. You just took out the M48 Super 2. You went to 9.3. It went okay, surprisingly. That is surprisingly. I mean, surprising, not surprisingly. The M48 Super's horrible. It never served anywhere. Well, that's why it performs awfully in War Thunder, because they never combat tested it, and so they never fixed any of the problems with it. But no, yeah, the M48 Super is It's one of those vehicles that's okay in theory, but in practice it's just outclassed because of its speed, as you say. I find like any time that you want to cross a gap of some kind like that, it's just terrifying to try and do it. Like it's just far too scary. You're out in the open for far too long. There we go. You should have gone for the head. Maybe. I gotta take out 2 people in one pass. And they say, oh, say aircraft ain't powerful. Big like, no, I'll take the 2K just in case there's any free points to get. We've got anti-air up, so. And this also can act as an anti-air, so it's fine. I think that's a problem with the M48. A lot of the M48 sort of variants, going even up to the M60, is a lot of they're all just too slow. I like the M60 because it looks cooler, especially once they get rid of the stupid looking cupola on top. But I do definitely think that they're far too slow for the way they are. Not that, you know, obviously it was probably a slow tank in the real world, maybe. But it is what it is. I very rarely use them. I think that's another reason why I struggle playing the Israeli tech tree. How's it going? Alright. We're doing fine. Everything is going just dandy. Kind of feel sorry for this person here who died 4 times. It's like, I always feel bad, especially in games that are a little bit more of a role like this. I always feel stupid when I die more than once. Sometimes I feel stupid when I die at all. It's like this game was so easy, and it's like there's 2 people left, and I still somehow die. How did my life come to this? Yeah, that's good. You weren't sorry guy with 4 deaths, no assists, no kills. You felt bad. It's everyone knows what it feels like to be in that position. I think that's why it's such a bad feeling. Because it's like you're in a game for, in some situations, over 10, 50, and even up to 20 minutes, and it's like I've been in here, I've put a significant portion of time into this, and I've achieved nothing. Slowly clawing my silver lions back. I've been standing up this whole time. I don't know if you could notice, but I've been stood up. I kind of felt like it. I thought this morning when I was feeling awful, I was like, maybe if I just stand up, you know, cause like the blood to pool in my feet or something, maybe that'll help me, make me feel a bit better. I don't know how. I don't know if it's changed, if it's helped at all, but you know, I thought I'd vary it up a little bit. You did get 1 million silver lions back from one of the boxers, so you might just go for another 100. Ooh, you could, you know. You only lose if you stop. That's what you need to know about gambling. Is you only lose once you've stopped. Until you stop throwing money into it, you haven't lost. You will win. You just have to make sure that you don't stop. Silver lions aren't real, that is true. And as long as you haven't paid for any of them, well then you don't have anything to worry about. Silver lions generate themselves, you know. Have you been paying for silver lions again? Oh, I said again. You've been paying for silver lions. It's the cardinal sin of War Thunder.
It was a mistake to come here.
Welcome to the breadbasket, Rex_Master.
Welcome, Rex. Hello. Thank you for following. What's that? It's friendly. I wasn't looking. I was too busy thinking about Rex. Welcome. How's it going? Hello. Don't know why I said it weirdly like that. I've attracted yet another victim with my dry British. The fuck does that mean? What does dry British mean? You don't know if you should say humour or not. Yeah, you might be stretching it a little bit there. I haven't said a single funny thing all day. I've attracted them with... What? I'm not letting that propagate. You put that, you'd stop that. Oh, I saw someone hiding in amongst these towers here. MP2 gone. It's not for the expert gameplay. Shut up. I'm good at this game. Do I like a Challenger 1? I am a Challenger 1 fan. I'm a big fan of the Challenger 1. It's got like it's basically a Challenger 2, but it's not really as good, but still cool. In fact, actually, I like the look of the Challenger 1, I think, almost more than the Challenger 2. It's okay to like even though it's bad. Yeah, no, but the thing is, okay, in War Thunder, as long as... What the fuck is that? Why did it take so... Did it just stayed at me for like 10 minutes? In War Thunder, the Challenger 1 isn't bad. Unless you're talking about my gameplay, in which that is bad. That's terrible, and you should, we should wash your eyes out. I'm a big fan of the Challenger 1. What was I gonna say? I used it for a while. Well, I used the premium one. I used it a lot. It was near impenetrable from the front, as long as you don't show your lower plate, and also don't come up against someone who's got a better gun than you. But other than that, it was very good. Do I think it better than the Challenger 2? In the real world, I don't know. In War Thunder, I haven't used the Challenger 2 yet. But in the real world, I don't think there is anything better than the Challenger 2. I refuse to learn if there are tanks better than the Challenger 2. I refuse to learn about them and create a solid argument. I just like the Challenger 2. It is a cool looking tank, and it's a very imposing tank. That's what I like about the Challenger 2. It's just huge. It's huge in your face and relatively slow, and so you just see this huge beast rolling towards you. What is that? It's a BT-5. You like how the Merkava 2 looks? I used to like how the Merkavas looked, but I've kind of fallen out of favor with them. No, I haven't. I don't like the end Merkava. I think the final one. I don't know which ones they're called, but you know the final ones that have the weird armor. They have weird looking armor packages. They do. There was numerous people in this battle that did not have the correct vehicles for this battle rating. Merkava-chan didn't love you back. Yeah, no, I didn't get to see Merkava-chan without her armor panels on. You think the Challenger 1's prettier? The Challenger 1 is a very... I would say it's a very cool looking tank. It's a very interesting looking tank because there's more going on the front of it. You know how like the Challenger 2 gets a little bit... It gets a little bit simplified. You know, It's kind of like an old Transformer, in that they just kind of smooth it off. They remove all the interesting elements. It's like once you get the Challenger 2 and smack all the armor packages and everything on it, it looks great. But the Challenger 1 just on its own does look cool. I'm in the enemy detection zone, invisible on the enemy minimap. Whoop-de-doo. I don't really care. Bring it on. Am I getting... No, I'm not getting lased. I think I'm just hearing beeps. Speaking of skirts, what are you trying to say? The Merkava was the Merkava was the reason why I wanted to start grinding the Israeli tech tree. Fuck it. YOLO! That's what we like to call spawn camping. But to be fair, you know, it's not like there's much else to do. One of our dreams is to see a T90M in War Thunder. I mean, we've got the T80 BVM. Like, we've got pretty modern vehicles in the game, so it's not impossible. We traded. We shot each other at the exact same moment. It's not impossible. I should really put on a skirt donation incentive. You'd be filthy rich in days from Halo's donations. Yeah, but but Halo would want it for nefarious reasons. That's the pro. Halo would want it for dodgy reasons. Halo. I'm surprised Halo's not gonna come on one day and be like, "Hey, I gave you all this money, now can wear a skirt." Do you think it is it? $5 is $5. No, I'm not just your cheap corner shop whore. I'm not gonna put on a skirt for $5. I got standards, and I need money to break those. I need at least $6. I'm a sexy man, and I need to be paid accordingly. See, I'm not playing amazingly, but I'm playing all right. I've only had a couple battles which were catastrophic today. Paid in headbats. No, it's stupid. Anyone comes near my head, I'm biting their fingers off. If ever you see me in public and you come and touch my head, I'm gonna bite your fingernails. What if that's what they want? Well, it's not what I want. I'm not putting a skirt on in exchange for someone touching my head, because that seems like they just get everything. Who doesn't like some finger biting? Apparently biting a finger is a lot like biting into a carrot. Oh, there's a Czech femboy here. Makes a satisfying crunch. I've never been in a fight where I've had to eat someone's finger, so I wouldn't know from first-hand experience. Dun, dun, da, 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 da. Or if you put on a joint, the bones up, maybe. Well, maybe it's like biting into like a corn dog through the stick then, you know. I don't know what a corn dog is. We don't have those in the UK. But maybe it's like biting into something like that. I'm just putting myself out in the open. I'm feeling mighty bad decision-y. Oh, I should have waited a couple of seconds. Yeah, there's one there. I saw that guy last out the corner of my eye last second. Speaking of bad wiener BRB, fucking for sure. Hi Halo, how's it going? You just woke up? You don't have school to go to or work? Also, wouldn't it be like... Oh wait, it's probably like 10 o'clock where you are. It's probably not that late. I don't think. School. One day I'm gonna be so big that I'm gonna get to go into people's schools and tell people about how I was amazed, how you can become a YouTuber, you can become a world famous content creator. What do you mean only a fire? Whatever. Let's just fucking whack that on there. And leave. I don't want to get involved. I don't want to get involved. Fucking this frick, don't post emotes like that or else I'm gonna get distracted and I'm gonna just have to take 5 minutes. Can't just show a man that and expect him not to get a little bit flustered. No. At least I've forced him to sit there and think about what he's done. Big light. Yeah, Halo, you've been well, no, he hasn't been out donated. He's been out cheered. He got out cheered by you know, I've got to use the correct terminology or else Twitch will come along and whack my pee-pee. Killed by Giga Chad Waifu. Is that who took me out? Someone called Giga Chad Waifu take me out. What is that? What is that? And why does it have like fucking not again? Rubbing it in to goad Halo to counter it like a content creator? What? No. No, you said that earlier, Maya, and I was just reiterating it. Don't worry, Halo. You're not required to give me anything. I'm not asking for it. I don't deserve any. When I started making things that I think required money, then I will start getting annoyed that people aren't. But until that day, I don't deserve it. Shut up, Maya. Shut your mouth. No. Don't give me any money. It's not reverse psychology. Don't you worry, Halo. It's fine. That's it. We're done. I'm not... It's not a problem. What's going on in the sky? Anything nearby? Perhaps a beautiful day for you and I. I'm a poet. But you might want to know that. I'm trained in classical poetry. Twitch content creator bullies viewers into giving him money. No! I'm telling you, that I can't rule that out. There's a long time. I've got a long time to go. Like, I got at least 50 more years before I die. So I can't rule it out entirely. But no. I gotta boost my game. I gotta boost up my game. That's awfully optimistic in the post-Brexit world. The fuck does that mean? What do you expect to be happening? What do you think the UK's like outside of the EU? Do you think it's do you think it's fucking like Mad Max? The UK, we left the we left the EU, and all that happened is we suddenly had to boost like cow farming, and so because of that, the fields got overly eaten and trampled on, which turned the entire British landscape into a desert. So, is that what you think the UK is like now? It's just a huge desert that's no longer habitable by anyone. Wales is entirely uninhabitable because ever since we left the EU, we lost access to the knowledge and expertise that was required to keep the nuclear power stations on power, and they overheated and irradiated all of Wales. Wales is entirely uninhabitable now, and it will be for the next 1,000 years. If you put the camera right, mountains start appearing in the top right. The UK is seen better days, but it's not a murderous wasteland just yet. The EU was only partially holding the place together. I wonder if I can trick him into hitting me with his machine gun and force him to fire. That's the only civilizing force in my country, so it's completely expected to I devolve back to my usual barbarism. UK barbarism is a cool kind of barbarism, though. We're fun barbarians. We are. Ugh. Here I am, stuck in the middle of you. Let me out, I just need to clean my shoe. Reopening coal mines and banning spices. What do you mean banning spices? No, we haven't banned any spices. Shit. Fucking... Da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-da. There we go. UK barbarism is where people talk to you on the train instead of avoiding eye contact and keeping quiet. I guess you don't need to if you can't afford to import them. Hey, import prices are bad, but not that bad. I did hear that during... I can't remember if this was... I think it was either during Brexit or the start of COVID. But I did hear that in some parts of America, on the TV, you were getting video footage of people queuing up outside of petrol stations, and like like someone asking for donations to be like, the UK is not doing too well right now, and we're gonna due to the economic crisis, 1 in 7 people in the UK can't afford fuel. Any money you can give will help. Apparently that was something that was happening in some parts of the US, like in Florida or something, is that they were pretending like the UK is just has ran out of everything and they need to donate. I can't remember who it was. It might have been Bearded actually, who said that someone like his mum or whatever donated. No, I don't think it was Bearded, but that was apparently something that happened in America. People were talking about how the UK has devolved into not being able to afford anything. Attack your D point? Absolutely not. That's disgusting. Not such disgusting. That's the sort of barbarism that's going to be happening when Germany devolves into nothing but desert. I was going to say a nuclear wasteland, but Germany hates the idea of using nuclear power for some reason. I think, or is it France? One of them loves it and one of them hates it. I assume Germany hates it, from what I remember. Dessert? I'm eating dessert right now. Don't ask why. Wait, no, that's desert. That's desert because it's got 1 S in it, and you want you did a dessert has 2 S's in it because you want more of them, because you want more dessert. Desert only has 1 S because you want less desert. See, that's how you remember how to spell the difference between desert and dessert. It's such an incredibly stupid move. Let's choose nuclear plants. Let's close nuclear plants and open more coal plants. Yeah, I know. And it's all because it's all based off of Cold War theory, like ideology. Do I remember how to spell onomatopoeia? Absolutely not. I know. Your Green Party, who I think it's a coalition with Green Party and probably someone else. They really, 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 really hate nuclear, even though it is statistically the best kind of energy we have on the planet. And it's like, it's absolute, everything else pales in comparison to nuclear energy in just all regards. And it's stupid how much and I'm not just saying this as a German thing. It's a worldwide problem, the fears behind nuclear energy, in that it's one of, if not the safest type of energy we have. It's got its problems. Nuclear energy is dangerous, but every single event of nuclear energy causing problems has been human error. Every time it's been people not doing their job which has caused the problem. If people weren't stupid and actually did their job properly, nuclear energy wouldn't have caused any problems. Yeah. But yeah, it's fucking, it's annoying. Zombie, Bearder's probably in bed. I think he left ages ago to go to bed, I think. But I mean, like, but it's also like, yeah, it is a design problem. It is a design problem. In a lot of the cases, a lot of these problems can be solved with just better. Every single nuclear power plant currently in use was designed like in the 1950s. They're built on. It's all designed on such a stupidly old, outdated, like technological era. But it's like if we actually tried nowadays, we could create systems that are incredibly safe and incredibly efficient. It's just because of the problems that we did have back in the day, people have just decided that no, we can't do that. We're meddling in God's territory by using nuclear energy. You know, and it's like it's not anything like that. And it's very annoying to see. What am I scooping up? This is an extremely chocolatey sponge roll from Marks and Spencer's. Don't ask why I'm vibrating. That's just the way that my hands work. Tory. No, I'm not a Tory. Do you want to know why? Because it was 99p. It was 99p, and it came from one of those shops where companies send food that they can't sell to. This was effectively from the supermarket equivalent of a charity shop. The fuck is a Tory? A Tory is a Tory is a conservative, someone who votes for the Conservative Party, a member of the right. That being said, don't agree with him. That being said, I don't know what that was. They missed, so it's not a problem. I do have in the fridge some Marks and Spencer. I have a Marks and Spencer's pizza, I think, in the fridge, which came from Marks and Spencer's and not this supermarket. You're an advocate for just sending nuclear waste to the moon? Yeah, we can't use it. The moon is already irradiated enough, so I don't see why it matters. Just launch it into space and just let it float around up there. See what happens. We might make some new super element if we just let it sort of do its thing. But I'm stuck in the moon. Oh, they've changed this map. There was a ridge there. Forgot that. Soup element. Why are we not throwing our garbage into the sun? Yeah, how? Why not? Oh, there's so much fucking shit on the planet Earth. We're polluting our skies and our seas and our lands. Fucking throw it into space, into the sun. And they're like, oh yeah, because it takes a ridiculous amount of energy to throw something into the sun. And it's like, it might. But what we could do is instead of using energy to send it on a direct path, like just be like, beeline it to the moon, to the sun, put it in an orbit that would slowly get closer to the sun. So like in about 4 million years, it gets there. You know, you don't have to have it go there straight away. We can make it into like a comet. You know, we can make it. It's one of those things that like every like 6 years, Earth sends its trash into the trash comet. We're like, oh, it's scientifically implausible. Yeah, but fuck. So was going to the moon in the first place. I think someone just got shot in my house. What if we create a supersonic swing? Be alright, we could do that. Science is incredible. Oh, I dropped a bit on the floor. 28-second rule. um, the problem with radiation waste is if we live long enough, how do we tell other generations that you shouldn't open it, or else people will die? People will die. Yeah, I know a way of solving that, zombie. We establish a tradition, like a cult around the nuclear waste. Yeah, and what that requires is every year we have to sacrifice 6 people to the nuclear waste. We just send them to the nuclear waste and kill them. Yeah, do that every year. You know, 40,000 years go by. Sorry, 40,000 years go by. They're still doing that. They don't know why, but these people keep dying. There you go. You've created an area that is 100% free of people because people just keep going there and dying because we've created a cult around it. Ah, children of Atom. That's how you don't need these. They're always like, oh, what we're going to do is we're going to make incredibly like unappealing landscapes. We're going to make this landscape, it's just barren, nothing with spikes coming out of it. We're going to have all manner of things. We're going to have 18 different languages all saying don't go over here, just on the off chance that any of them survive. No. Create a cult, 6 people sacrificed to it every year. Keep doing that. Eventually the meaning will be lost. And we could but people will still know don't go over there. That's where people die. It's like it's a flawless plan. I can't see where that would go wrong. Suddenly there's mech warriors. Yeah, but they might be able to use the nuclear waste in the mech warriors. So maybe we found the problem there. Just make more weapons. That's how you get rid of nuclear waste. Just fucking ethics be damned. Make dirty bombs out of them. Apparently it takes a split second for bacteria and stuff to go from the floor to your food. Not that's stopping you from eating the best food that just fell. Just make nuclear waste barrel hugging an Olympic discipline. Hand it out. Yeah, just give it to people. Nuclear waste is still very hot and very warm for a long time. Yeah. I say what we do is we give it out to people, like as a way to heat people up. It's like it's like warm people up. Cover it in like a coat of lead, and then cover that lead shield in something else, and then just hand it out to people. Just give it to people and be like, hey, here. Put it in your pocket, keep you warm. Nuclear waste pocket warmers. Why don't people get this? Personal heaters, pocket warmers, you know, stoves, everything. We need to be using nuclear waste for things. Let's just make the nuclear waste so deadly people can't leave because they're dead. Yeah, concentrate the nuclear waste. Make it so dense and so absolutely vile to the human body that they can't stand like mere seconds of it. You can't go anywhere near it without receiving a lethal dose of radiation. Don't you know how many calories it has in it? That's not enough. I need more calories. I'm not a very calorie dense person. Look. Just bit of a coward, are you? No, he's not. He's defending. Not there's nothing to defend, but he's defending. This person who needs to create its signs. What? The fuck? What is that sentence, zombie? I'm scared. Can we create nuclear cigarette lighting? Yeah, lighting devices like the thing that irradiates your cigarette to the point where it becomes sentient. People need to. People really need to. People need to realize just how versatile nuclear waste is. It's only scary because the global elite has decided that it's scary. You don't. I think they're hiding something. I think the global elite are hiding something. Is what I'm trying to say. I've never seen toxic waste. Well, I've never seen nuclear waste. I've never seen nuclear waste. I've never been in contact with it. How do I know that it's dangerous? What do you mean fire? Someone do something. Someone deal with this guy, please. There we go. T-72. Just fucking... It's perfectly harmless. The government is lying to you. Get the spicy taste in your mouth without any actual spices. It's... Everything is perfectly safe. Don't question the metallic taste. Is this guy gonna try and... How's this guy gonna try and fight? Is he gonna fight dirty? Or is he gonna fight well? He's gonna try... He fought dirty. Whoever it was in Germany who decided that the Leopard 1 was not going to have any armor on it really deserves a punch in the nose. What kind of person develops a tank that's meant to be in the front of combat without putting any armor on it, honestly? Why would I shoot the lower front plate and not the side? Oh, because I've never fought an Abrams before. That's why. It's like I've fought an Abrams possibly a couple times, and I've never really had to fight one like that. New phone filter makes it feel like a 1920s Polaroid with this new real life filter. Mate, you just fucking give your actual vision. Add noise to your actual vision. Have you ever wanted that noisy, grainy YouTube video look in real life? Yeah. Put these glasses on. Eesh. I have some uranium-238 on my plain toast today. Zesty. The Leopard 1 should have at least half a meter. That's Oyar's bloody in it in your units of armor. Thank you. Thank you for translating. I do, Aw, why did you not just... Oh, he got hit by... Someone got hit by something? I wanted to use the greatest anti-air in the game. Look at that, Gepard. Two people in the Gepard. Two inferior anti-airs. Absolutely awful anti-airs compared to this. Has anyone anyone seen IShowSpeed's penis? Just like, yeah, just because you know, as the resident expert, I do have to know. As a resident expert of blank penis, that's not. It's any penis. I don't care who's it's attached to. I do want you to know that I did look up how old he was before looking up his penis. But I didn't actually know. I was like, I ain't risking anything. There we go, I got that bugger. You actually have? Good. Because of course I've seen it. Like what? Like I wouldn't bring it up if I didn't expect people to have seen it. Someone didn't even send me the video. I actively looked it up. I saw someone mention that he had a massive wang, and I went, I have to see this. You know. At first, I was like, people were making memes about how he's got his cock out, and it's like I was thinking that was just IShowSpeed being IShowSpeed, you know, the kind of guy who thinks that he's above everyone because he's a popular YouTube streamer. And so I was like, well, I just assumed that I assumed that he just got it out because he was trying to bend the rules, kind of thing. But then I heard that, like, then I heard that it was an accident, and then I heard that someone say it was big, and I was like, well, I've got to know, you know. I gotta know. I looked it up. I gotta say that guy has got a dobber on him. He has got a dobber on him. That is something to be proud of. I took it. Yeah, you know. He's probably rich. Ugh. Capard, I can't help but notice that you weren't firing when he killed me. Just thought I'd point that out. I could have saved you from that tank, but you were too busy probably repairing. There's that. I forgot I have a radar on this, but the radar, unfortunately, is just picking up 2 drones. Guess it's above me. I've been working on the railroad. Your flares mean nothing to my rocket missile. Where's this? There's that guy. Oh, yeah. I never realized just how much these missiles just how much these missiles absolutely love to completely ignore flares. But yeah, see, in case you didn't hear, it was IShowSpeed's penis. That's what penis we were talking about, not zombies. He was doing some FNAF thing, and doing his usual overexcited reactions. He got up and started shaking his pantaloon regions, and he was only wearing, I think he was only wearing boxers, and he was shaking violently, and his knob just flopped through the hole in the middle. Yeah. The guy who just kind of appeared out of nowhere on the internet. One of the few people who's actually been able to do anything with YouTube, with YouTube streaming. He appeared and started making content for 14-year-olds. And you know, as someone as a larger content creator, as he is a larger content creator, I mean, I respect him, but I say that he's not my kind of thing. What a wholesome fella. He didn't get banned for it either, which is I'd say that's probably a good thing. I'm going on the assumption that he didn't intend to get it out. Just kind of, I could leave, but you know. No. Boring. Give me this. Give me cake. Cake! Imagine you intended to do it as practice, then move for months. You probably did. I'd believe it. Listen, if you've got a John Thomas as impressive as that, I don't blame him. I won't blame him. Timey kangaroo down sport. I think I might leave it here because I'm basically just living off of a prayer right now. So I'm gonna head off. There'll probably be a video out soon. I don't know when. I mentioned it earlier. The one I'm working on right now, I fucking hate it. But I will see you next week, I think. And that's about it. Thank you for watching. And I'll be back next week. Bye bye.